Have you ever experienced that moment at the airport security when suddenly the scanner goes beep and every head turns to stare at that person? If you travel with medical implants, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That sinking feeling when an officer loudly asks, "Do you have metal in your body?" causing you to discuss your personal medical details while strangers stare at you. I've been through this myself with my implant, and I've seen the look of embarrassment on other travelers' faces when they're caught unprepared for this situation. It's not just uncomfortable, it can be downright humiliating. Today, I'll show you exactly which documents to include in your medical documentation packet and the specific phrases that put you back in control when going through security screening. What makes traveling with implants more challenging is that implants are invisible to everyone except security equipment. There is no way officers can visually verify what's triggering their alarms without documentation, and many security officers haven't received adequate training on handling these situations discreetly. Let's start by understanding what happens when security equipment detects an implant. Metal detectors and body scanners don't just identify metal, they also show its location. This means security officers immediately see something unusual inside your body, but have no idea what it is without documentation. That's exactly why being prepared makes such a huge difference. Your implant documentation packet needs 4 essential components. First, your medical device ID card. Many implant manufacturers provide these showing details about the specific implant. If you don't have one, contact your surgeon's office. Most can provide one retroactively. This card should include the manufacturer's model number, the implantation date, and your name. Second, you need a doctor's letter confirming your implant and its medical necessity. This letter should be very specific about the type of implant and its location in your body. Vague wording like patient has medical in body isn't sufficient. The letter should be clearly stating something like titanium hip replacement in left hip or cardiac pacemaker in upper right chest. The third component might surprise you, but it's extremely effective. Medical images showing your implant. My client with pelvic implants carries a copy of her x-ray, which immediately validates her situation without requiring extensive explanation. These images are particularly valuable in international locations where language barriers exist. You don't need the full set of diagnostic images. Just one clear image showing the implant location printed on a piece of paper is sufficient. Finally, include a TSA notification card specifically marked for internal medical devices. This standardized form helps initiate the screening process properly. Remember, these cards don't exempt you from screening, they just help communicate your needs discreetly. Now, proper preparation before you reach security saves tremendous stress. I recommend organizing your implant documentation in a brightly colored folder or envelope for quick access. Place this at the very top of your carry-on so you can retrieve it immediately when it's needed. This small step prevents the fumbling for documents that often make situations so much more stressful. Here's a critical backup strategy I've learned the hard way. Always carry multiple copies of your documentation. Keep one set in your carry-on and another in your checked bags. Also take photos for everything on your phone. You can't tell how many times I've seen panicked travelers because their documentation got misplaced. Having digital copies on your phone is particularly helpful since you always have your phone with you and TSA agents are comfortable looking at documentations on screens. I put together a free downloadable guide with templates from everything we've covered today, including samples, doctor's letters, and printable cards in different languages for international travel. You'll find the link in the description box below. Timing your arrival at security is also crucial. If possible, avoid peak screen times when officers are rushed or less attentive. Early mornings and late evenings typically have shorter lines and more thorough screening processes. If you have TSA PreCheck available, use it. These lanes often have more experienced officers who better understand medical considerations. When you reach security, the right approach makes all the difference in the world. Don't wait till the alarms sound for you to become mentioning that you have implants. Instead, as you approach the first officer checking IDs, discreetly say, "I have a medical implant, it will trigger the scanner, I have documentation." This advanced notice allows them to direct appropriately and often results in a more dignified experience. If you're uncomfortable with public discussion of your condition, there's a technique that works extremely well for me. Rather than verbally explain, have your documentation ready. Simply point to the TSA notification card. This allows officers to read the detail without having to announce to them and everyone around what's going on in your body. You also have the right to request a private screening at any point. The exact wording I recommend is, I'd prefer a private screening due to my medical condition. They're required to accommodate this request. Though it may take a few extra minutes, this option is particularly important for travelers with implants in sensitive areas of their body. If a security officer suggests a procedure that would be physically uncomfortable for you, remember you can refuse a request and ask for a different type. For example, if you have an implant that makes raising your arms painful, you can decline a standard body scan position and request a pat down instead. Simply state, I'm unable to hold that position due to my medical condition. I prefer an alternative screening method. For international travel, you want to do a bit more prep work. Security protocols for implants vary significantly by country, and some nations have a lot stricter requirements than others. Before traveling internationally, research the specific country procedures at your destination airports. The International Air Transport Association's website provides country-specific information about screening at different airports. Language barriers can complicate implant screening abroad, so I recommend creating simple cards in a local language of your destination explaining your implants. Focus on a few key phrases. I have a medical implant, it contains metal, it cannot be removed, and I have documentation. Trust me, this one basic statement prevent misunderstandings when verbal communication is difficult. With your implant documentation package prepared, you've transferred a potentially embarrassing situation into one of you being in control. Rather than being caught off guard when alarms sound, you're now ready to confidently direct the screening process. This simple preparation preserves your privacy and dignity, essentially priorities of every mature traveler. With proper documentation, you can transform security screening from a moment of vulnerability into a dignified experience where you stay in control. If you also travel with medicines or CPAP machines or mobility devices, make sure you check out one of these other videos. I'll walk you through the process of documentation, what to say, and handle yourself so that you don't have the stresses that can happen in security.